right, so that's what things are looking like on the ground. But what are they shaping up like in these 4 battlegrounds? Let's get you up to speed with the latest as far as the number sheet is concerned. Very interesting figures to watch out for. Remember, this is still the initial stage, but at the same time, the messaging will continue to be dissected over the next couple of hours and, of course, for the next couple of days and for the next 5 months before the big national contest. Here we have on your screen what the numbers are looking like in the states of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Telangana. Mr. Upadhyay, what stands out for you at this point as far as this initial stage of the numbers is concerned?
I think in the last 1 hour or so, the BJP seems to be bouncing back. Yep. They seem to be on the back foot. And at one point of time, Congress was leading in all 4 states.
Yes.
And now they're, there's BJP. So I think till the final votes are counted, we will not be able to say who is going to form the government in any one of these
way the wind
4
is
states.
blowing. As we've been telling our viewers, these numbers will continue to tell us varying stories over the next few hours as well. But the minute-by-minute developments and the way things are stacking up for the BJP and the Congress do have implications at the national stage as well. As we continue to dissect those developments, Mr. Upadhyay, in the state of Madhya Pradesh, let's just take the state by state at this point. In the state of Madhya Pradesh at this point, what do you think is the number one reason why we are seeing this trend emerging in the way things have stacked up for the BJP and the Congress?
I think Madhya Pradesh probably, BJP got its act together, even if it was a little late. Last time, they lost out to Congress by a very thin margin, though they got the votes share was a little higher than Congress, but the number of seats they couldn't manage. And the independents, the Congress was able to attract and form the government. But then I think the fact that they were able to get Scindia out of the Congress, and then, he brought out 22 MLAs along with him.
Yes.
And the government, Kamal Nath government fell. So since then, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has taken over, and I think he has given a fairly decent government. So, he's a man of experience. He had 2 full terms and, 16 years as chief minister.
Yes.
Probably his performance has helped them. And also the kind of freebies they announced at the end. Ladli Behna is one of the greatest. I think 50 lakh women are going to benefit from that. So all this, I think, is added up to good performance by the BJP.
The Ladli Behna Yojana has also been called a game changer in a way. But like you've been telling us, the state of Madhya Pradesh, a very interesting contest for multiple reasons, but also whether or not the factor of incumbency, or should I say anti-incumbency, will actually play a role. The state of Madhya Pradesh, all of these contests will tell us, will have different lessons for those contesting parties, but at the same time, the state of Madhya Pradesh will hold a very key lesson and indicator as far as the concept is concerned. Because let's face it, the Madhya Pradesh contest has been a very interesting one for the fact that Shivraj Singh Chauhan, remember, has been the chief minister for close to
16 years.
Yes, close to 16 years. Let's just get in some inputs coming in at this point.
पूर्ण बहुमत, स्पष्ट बहुमत, प्रचंड बहुमत, ये जनता ने आशीर्वाद भाजपा को दिया है।
भी कहता हूँ, आज भी कहता हूँ 130 प्लस।
सर, निर्दलीय और बागियों से बात की आप लोगों की?
ऐसा है, हम तो 130 सीटें लेके आ रहे हैं, बाकी जो होगा सो देखिए।
Absolutely, yes. We are retaining power in both Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, and we are reclaiming Madhya Pradesh and claiming Telangana also.
No. All right, so those were some of the reactions from the leaders there. Now, remember, the picture has completely changed from what it was in the first hour of counting. The first hour of counting was all about the postal ballots. Now, these were ballots that had been cast before, and that gave you a completely different picture. At that time, it looked as if the Congress was leading in all 4 of the states. But now the picture has completely changed. Both in Rajasthan, in Madhya Pradesh, it appears that the Bharatiya Janata Party has stolen a clear lead. And all those pollsters who were predicting that probably this was going to be a close contest if things stand as they do at this moment, it may not be a close contest.
And
These
which
are
is
still
why,
initial trends and projections. If you look at it, in Madhya Pradesh, the BJP on its own could form a party, 128 to Congress's 91. In Rajasthan, it is 117 to Congress's 70.
Right.
The Congress
Just
simply
looking at
is
the
not
way
in the
things
picture
have
at all.
changed in the last,
this is dramatic.
In the last couple of hours itself.
This is
Just look at the
completely
way
different
things have
picture,
changed,
Molly.
which is why we've been saying time and again, if these trends hold, that's a huge, solid red if at this point. Which way the wind blows over the next couple of hours, looking at the way things are panning out, we could be in for surprise twists. We could see these trends sticking on. The BJP and the Congress, as you can see, in these four battlegrounds. Mr. Upadhyay, we've been talking about the state of Madhya Pradesh. Let's just take a closer look, zoom into the state of Rajasthan at this point. What is the messaging here at this point? Because like we've been saying and reminding our viewers, things could change. If these trends continue to stick on, it's looking like a huge day for the BJP at this point.
Don't forget, we are just 2 hours into counting.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and look at the way things have changed in
2
these
hours
2 hours.
Yeah.
And
So-
also, Mr. Upadhyay, this is going to be an interesting battle to watch out for, not just in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, but also Chhattisgarh, something that a lot of people thought the Congress would win pretty easily. But what is happening in Chhattisgarh is that the BJP and the Congress are neck and neck. And if anything, that looks like a contest which would be a cliffhanger.
Yep.
While in the case of Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, it looks like it is the BJP which has clearly taken a big lead here.
Remember, in Chhattisgarh, BJP had 3 consecutive terms before Baghel, won it for Congress. So they had 3 consecutive rounds of, Raman Singh giving a good administration, and then Baghel came and changed it in 2018. But, he seemed to be running into battle with his own party, and he had, Singh Dev as a competitor, and he was supposed to be, replaced. Baghel was supposed to be replaced after 2.5 years, but he didn't step down. So Singh Dev has been sulking. Probably that is all that is showing up in these elections now, because Singh Dev kept quiet. And then, at the end of it, it was Baghel who was running the show. And in fact, the central leadership of the Congress, put all his eggs in his basket. He was the one who decided on the candidates. In fact, till the last minute, he was holding on to the, the list, because he didn't want people to, turn rebels. And the list was announced, I think, at the last minute in the Congress party. So he changed as many as 27 out of 68 MLAs.
Right.
It's a big number, and we don't know how many of them have worked against their own party candidates. So all these factors probably has helped the BJP also to make a comeback.
I think that's a crucial bit of information there, because this is looking like a battle. A lot of people in the morning said that it would be 2-2 for the Congress and the BJP. But from the way the numbers are stacking up now, it appears that the BJP could in fact get 2, and it is putting up a strong fight in the third state of Chhattisgarh. It is only in the state of Telangana that the Congress seems to have got a clear lead. And Molly, this is going to have a lot of implications in terms of how the national politics will shape up. Because what seems to have happened is that the BJP seems to have cracked, the secret code. The last time, they lost all 3 states. Rajasthan,
Too early to
Madhya
say,
Pradesh,
too early to say which way things are
but
headed.
It's going to
Let
be
me
very
remind
interesting.
our
This is
viewers
now
here.
a crucial contest and a very close contest here.
Let me remind our viewers here, too early to say which way the wind is blowing. Look at the way things have panned out just over the last couple of hours, like we've been discussing with our panelists here. It's a huge if as far as the trends are concerned. Will they stick on in this direction, or will they shape up differently, and will there be surprises in store over the next couple of hours? I'm sure at this point, for all of those glued in onto these numbers, walking a line of caution, because given the jolts and the surprises that have come the way for the BJP and the Congress, and the way the things have been blowing in different directions, it remains to be seen whether or not there will be surprises in store. My colleague Rahesha Sehgal joining us with the very latest. Over to you, Rahesha.
Thanks, Molly. We are 2 hours into the counting, and here are the top developments right now. Well, BJP has taken big lead in Madhya Pradesh, which has been the Bharatiya Janata Party's bastion for decades, while Rajasthan is also following a revolving door trend where BJP is ahead. We have seen growing anti-incumbency sentiment in Rajasthan, and this time, according to the initial trends which are coming out, BJP is ahead in the state of Rajasthan. In Rajasthan itself, Chief Minister Gehlot, former Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje leading Congress as well. Meanwhile, Congress maintains lead in Chhattisgarh. There's also neck-and-neck competition, like how you and Saleh were discussing in Chhattisgarh. Meanwhile, Congress takes lead over BRS in Telangana. Like in Rajasthan, we're also witnessing a rise in anti-incumbency sentiment in Telangana, where Congress has firmly put out its foothold and has taken lead over the regional party BRS in the state. Back to you, Molly.
Right, Rahesha, thanks very much for that. And just a reminder for those of you joining us, we are getting you the minute-by-minute developments in this race to power here in India. It has been called a semi-final, a dress rehearsal for multiple reasons, because these are the state assembly elections that are taking place less than 6 months before the national election, the general election in 2024. Now, will these results, stick on in this direction, or will there be surprise twists in store for the BJP and the Congress as far as the states of MP, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh? Also, in fact, look at the way the numbers are stacking up in the state of Telangana at this point. At the same time, will these election results have any direct bearing? To what extent will they influence the national election, the national contest, far-reaching implications for the BJP and the Congress on that front, like we've been dissecting for you. The key messaging here being far-reaching also for the Congress in terms of the way in which it will position itself in the opposition alliance. Mr. Upadhyay, in the state of Chhattisgarh, we're looking at the latest numbers taking shape. I know that we all want to tread a very careful line of caution at this point. We do not want to jump the gun. As we've been reminding our viewers, it's too early to say which way things are headed, given the way in which things have panned out just over the last couple of hours. So we are treading that line very carefully. But the numbers at this point, Mr. Upadhyay, in the state of Chhattisgarh as well, just look at the way things are panning out. Very interesting there.
It's dead heat at 1.44, 44.
Yes.
I think now it's moving up. Okay, I think this is an election which is very, very difficult to predict. And I think that's what even the pollsters couldn't get it right in many of the places. So, but I think the way Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh is shaping up probably gives BJP a good hope, because the numbers seem to be growing in terms of, but still early days. It's just about 2 hours of counting has happened. Maybe I think about 20% of the counting has been done. So, lot more to be counted. So, until, the cows come home, we shouldn't be...
We shouldn't jump the gun, but the leads and trends that are pointing out are clearly pointing to the fact that the Bharatiya Janata Party will sweep the state of Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, because this is not the cliffhanger of a contest that a lot of people were predicting. This is not how a lot of pollsters had said these things would shape up, because the numbers are there for everyone to see. In Rajasthan, the magic number, remember, is 100. The BJP is clearly ahead. 119 is where it is leading. In the case of Madhya Pradesh, the lead is even bigger. Shivraj Singh Chauhan seems to have done it for the BJP yet again. He was tried to be undermined by the central leadership, but he seems to have come out on top. And Mr. Sharad Gupta, if I can bring you in on this. This is going to be a contest where clearly the Congress that was hoping it would turn things around, because last time around in 2018, it was the Congress which had come out on top. But this time around, it appears that the BJP clearly has managed to push the Congress back.
Actually, this time, BJP is not taking any chances. Last time, despite losing these states, they could manage to win the Lok Sabha because of Pulwama and Balakot. That was one of the major reasons to swing the people's mood towards BJP. But this time, they are not taking any chances. Means you never know what's going to happen. So they are inching there. They are trying to gain every inch possible. That's one. Secondly, as far as these trends are concerned, I am ready to stick my neck out.
You want to stick your neck out?
Yes.
It's still too early. It's still just 2 hours
Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh to BJP, Telangana and Chhattisgarh to Congress.
You must be a brave
I
man to be
am
making
taking
this
those
prediction
notes
just 2
and
hours.
I
we'll come back to you.
watching that very carefully.
So this is
Mr.
too
Gupta.
early because this is still not an election that you can call, because remember, as Mr. Upadhyay pointed out, just about 20% of the votes have been counted. You still
That's
have about 80% of the votes
That's right,
who
but
have to
the
be counted.
trends are there.
And things can dramatically change, because what we've witnessed is a yo-yo sort of a contest.
And
In the
they
first
have
hour,
changed
it was
significantly
Congress
over
that
the
was
last
leading.
couple of hours
almost
itself.
90% or maybe more than 90% seats. The trends are there.
The trends are there.
So-
Mr. Upadhyay, do you agree?
Well, you know, what happens in these kind of elections is, if one party is ahead by 20, 30 seats, then, you know, the trend could, pan out in their favor. As long as it remains, within the range of 5 to 10, the
Right.
difference is between 5 to 10, then it will remain the same. But, you know, as Sharad was saying, they're ahead by 25 to 30. That gives BJP a good hope. I wouldn't say they're winning as of now.